Welcome to today's how-to video. My name is Greg Harley, and today we're going to create an external worker client using the Go language. The project will have a client built in Go, which will communicate to Flowable Work using the external client API. Within Flowable Work, we'll create a simple process that exposes an external client task, and we'll pass some variables to and from. To get started, we'll first visit the GitHub repository for the Go language client. Here we'll see all of the code for the library itself, as well as a simple sample application that we're going to use for this demonstration. Let me just copy that. Okay, so let's get started. First, we need to create a Go project. Call it something simple. Now we've created a Go project. Now we'll create a main file. We'll paste the code that we just copied into the main file, and we'll quickly discuss what's included. Here we have a main function, which is the code that will be executed. We set up some authorization. Here we can actually use basic authentication, or we can use a bearer token. I'm going to use basic authentication because I'm communicating to a local install. We will set up the topic for this particular client. That's the job topic that will be listened to. We have a number of other basic settings, retries, and number of tasks that will be acquired at any given moment. The next most important thing is the worker ID. Every external client must have a unique worker ID because this identifies the jobs that will be acquired. Next, I have the URL that I'm going to access, the base URL, and this is my local Flowable installation. Finally, we have the polling interval. The external client uses a REST API to poll for jobs of the Flowable Work instance. I'm going to set this to every 10 seconds. Once we have the parameters set, we will subscribe to the Flowable Work engine. Here we use one of the library's exposed functions to do that. And finally, we'll have a simple select to keep this running as a daemon. Okay, so that's enough for that. We included a module dependency, so we need to go and load that. So notice we've now loaded the external function library, and now we can simply run the application. All right, so now our external client is running. So what we need to do now is go to Flowable and create a process. Here we are in Flowable Work. Design. Let's create a new app. And within that, we'll create a simple process. The first step of that process is an external worker task. And we'll just wire that in. Okay. There we are. And after that, we'll put a human task in so that we can look at the results later on. All right. For the properties for the worker task, all we really need up front is the job topic. And if you remember, we set the job topic in our client to testing. So that's what we're going to use. For the moment, that's really all we need. So we're going to deploy the application, and we'll go over to Flowable Work now to be able to execute it. Here we are. We open up the new process and we'll execute it. What's happening at this point, if we flick back to the application, we're running, and here we see that the custom process, the external process has been picked up, executed, and completed. Okay, that's fine for a rudimentary example, but let's go with something a little more complex. Let's go and edit the application again. And here we're going to retrieve an input variable so that we can access that variable from within the external library and use it as an input to whatever the code is that we're going to be implementing. So I'm going to copy this so that I don't mess it up with my typing. Copy. And we're going to paste it here. Quick description of what we're doing. We're using the flowable function, extract variables, to retrieve the variables from the body. After we've extracted the variables and put it into a value, we're going to iterate over those and simply log the variable and its value to the console. Pretty simple. And we'll leave the original log statement here to indicate that the job's been processed. Let's save that. And we'll rerun the application. Okay, off we go. Okay, so here we have, we'll go back to Designer, and we'll add some input parameters here. So we'll click on the input parameter, we'll add it. I'm just going to put some simple text in here. Hello demo. And we're going to save that into a variable called input var. All right. We can save that and publish it. We now go back to Flowable Work and we'll create a new instance of the process. Here we're creating a new instance of the process, we're executing it, and if we go back to the external worker, it will pick up that external worker task and see that we have now logged the variable called input var hello demo. All right, so that's input variables, pretty easy to handle. Let's go one step further by editing the application, and let's set up an output variable that can be sent back to the process. Once again, I'm going to simply cut the code or copy the code. Paste it in. And here we see that we're populating the results variables tab or variables value from a new variable using the flowable variable structure called processed by. It's of type string, and we have a value in here called custom worker. Okay, that's really all we need. So we've now populated a variable that's going to get returned back to Flowable. We'll save that again, execute, and now we'll go back to Designer. We'll add an output variable mapping. So we'll go back into our mappings, add an output variable. The source variable is called processed by, and we're going to save that to a target variable of processed by. This is the same as setting up any other mapping. Okay, now let's add a form so we can actually see the processed variable. So we're going to have demo form. We're going to create that. We're going to drag a text column in, and we'll call it processed by. All right, that's really all we need there. We'll save it off and we'll publish again. Now when we go over to work, we can create another instance. And here, if we go back to the application, we'll see when the task is picked up. Once again, we're logging the input variable, but if we now go back to work and look at the task, we now have a user task with the processed by custom worker. So we've passed variables in and we've passed variables out of the external worker client. That completes the demo for today. I hope it was of some use to you. Thank you, and see you again soon.